Hi, welcome back to Yes Let's. Today we're practicing insults from the playwright William Shakespeare. Shakespeare was a wordsmith and helped the English language develop immensely. His theatre, be it the Fairy Field and Midsummer Night's Dream, or the hilarious As You Like It, is filled with witticism. If you like laughing, you're gonna enjoy this. What are insults? Have a think. Pause if you need. Insults are remarks that show disrespect or scorn. And if you're asking me what on earth scorn is, well, that means not liking another person. At Yes Let's, I've often said that good drama comes from conflict, those moments where people disagree. Insults are a powerful way for characters to express that they disagree with one another. And Shakespeare, he was a master at it. Here's a top tip. When you're performing your insults today, be expressive, confident, project your voice. Watch me, I will demonstrate. This insult is from Act 4 of The Taming of the Shrew, the story of a woman trying to resist marrying a man, and also resist being tamed. The insult we are practicing is said by Curtis, a servant who likes gossip, to another servant. Away, you 3-inch fool! Let's have a think what this could all mean. My advice? Look at the key words. If away means leave me, 3-inch means short measurement, and fool is someone who doesn't know much, this must mean you're no bigger than 3 inches. Remember, this is said in The Taming of the Shrew by Curtis to another servant, Grumio. Grumio's just said winter tames man, woman, and beast, much to Curtis's surprise. So with that, rehearse. How did you find your practice time? Did you feel confident? Did you express your voice? Did you do something with your face? As we go on, the insults will become meaner and longer, so be prepared. Our next is from Henry IV, Part 2, a play about the issues of power and old age for a prince assuming the crown. Falstaff, the king's companion, delivers this one. Hearing the suggestion that the Princess Powerpoins is a funny man, Falstaff says, "His wit's as thick as a Tewkesbury mustard." Remember, wit means funny, but what's the business of comparing funny to mustard, do you think? Well, it's a mean comparison, of course. Falstaff is saying Poins is as thick as mustard. His wit is as thick as a Tewkesbury mustard. Why not raise your hands in surprise, or widen your eyes when delivering the line? Off you go then, try putting your spin on this one. I imagine you're mastering this. It is time for our most challenging yet. Cymbeline is a play you may never have heard of, but it's one of Shakespeare's, and the protagonist, Cymbeline, is in fact a king of Britain. In Act 3, he says, "Thy tongue outvenoms all the worms of the Nile." This one's slightly more challenging because of the pronunciation. Make sure you're spot on when performing. If we're talking tongues, that's essentially old talk for words. Worms of the Nile? They don't sound very nice. Notice the word all. Well, that must mean everyone. So, we can conclude from this that the insult means you, fellow character, don't have any nice things to say about anyone. Time to rehearse that one. Enjoy. Time for the hardest one yet. Want to say a really long insult? Here's a shopping list of them from one big line from the play Henry IV, Part 1. "You starveling, you eel-skin, you dried neat's tongue." Phew. Falstaff delivers that one to Prince Henry. He sounds fuming, doesn't he? There you go again. Have fun. Lastly, well, I'm not going to give you an example. I'm going to give you some words, and I'd like you to pick one from each row. Artless, which means simple, reeky, which means smelly, and quailing, which means scared. That's the first row. Elf-skinned, plume-plucked, toad-spotted, make the second row. Bugbear, codpiece, maggot pie. That's the third. Funny, aren't they? And far from a nice thing someone would say. Oh yeah, don't say any of these to your teacher or your loved ones. They might be offended. Just leave this for the stage. So you've chosen one from each of the lines. Put them together. There, you have an insult. If you'd like to push your thinking today, ponder this. How are these insults constructed? Is there a formula to making them? And in order to insult a fellow character, and not sound silly, add a U onto the front of it. Alright, given I'm your teacher, you can shout your insult at me. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Clever clogs. And don't take that as an insult. I'm trying to praise you. Well done. So there's insults. Funny things, aren't they? Perfect in Shakespeare's plays, and if you're creating your own theatre, good to employ there too. If you'd like an extension, I dare you to make a scene involving a conflict that's packed with insults. And as ever, if you want to share your work with us, please email us yesletskids@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Alrighty, I better dash before you hurl another insult at me. Bye.